guys, welcome back to Romance Review TV with Lady T. And I got another recap for you guys. Love Island UK Season 8, Episode 53. And we're coming down to the final 3 episodes. And part of the finals week is the finals dates. And this is part 1 because 3 of our couples were able to go on their final dates, and then we have 2 that'll be going on in the next episode. So we're going to talk a little bit about all of the romance that happened in this episode. So without further ado, let's jump into this. So as we remember, we lost Danica and Jamie, and then we had the whole baby day challenge, which those babies was getting on my nerves. That was a lot of crying. So now in this episode, they wake up the next morning and everybody is pretty much saying their good mornings. However, before they can even get the little, get their eyes cleared out, a text message came for Paige and Adam. And being that they were the first couple to go, they were instructed to get ready. Both Paige and Adam, it's time for their final date, and look like it's going to be on the water. So as we saw, they got themselves together. They were pretty excited. I look forward to these episodes. Now, this is where I love the romance, to see what creative they're going to come up with these couples. And I gotta say, this particular episode, they did well. Sometimes you'll get one couple that gets a better date edit than the other couple. I think so far with all 3 of them, they all got great dates so far. Of course, they get up the next morning as, of course, Paige and Adam are on their way out. They're talking about the usual. How everything is going on with each other and the couples that they're in. I didn't pretty much got used to the whole program of how they do this. And I will say that they're talking about how well they're doing now, especially now that they're getting down to the end of this whole process. And I'm looking forward to see what happened on the outside. So now, Adam and Paige, they actually had an on-the-water date. And I actually thought that the shots were beautiful. The music composition was absolutely beautiful. They did a great job with, even with this couple. They had a lot to talk about. The fact of the matter is, Paige had a conversation with him pretty much about the fact that she's what he's been looking for. He was talking about, too, how he's a different person than when he came into the show in season 4. And, he don't want to be that guy. He's grown up. And I honestly see a lot of great chemistry between these two. I really do. I'm looking forward to seeing how far they could go. Because Paige is such a really nice girl, And as Adam called her, she's wife material. Now, back at the villa, the guys are now deciding to once again do something creative with food for their ladies. So what they decided to do, and of course the women are wondering okay, what's going on now? We even heard Ekin-Su talking about, man, this is crazy that they keep giving us stuff, and Indiyah was like, stop complaining. I'm enjoying it. So basically what they're doing is they're making replicas of the faces of their girls that they're in a couple with by creating different fruit designs, like syrup is the hair, fruit is the eyes, things like that. And so of course we can tell that that's Tasha because she's blonde. And the girls thought it was pretty cool, except for Gemma. Gemma was like, they made me look like I look miserable. And, with Gemma, it really didn't faze her. I mean, sometimes I wonder, I'm like, Jim, loosen up a little bit. So they take us back over to the date with Adam and Paige. And honestly, now they're talking about life on the outside and how much he is looking forward to, being able to spend that time with her and get to know her. And I'm not sure whether there's long distance here, but they're going to try to make it work, it seems. So now they're back in the villa, and what they usually do, the girls split up, the boys split up, and pretty much talk about what the date was like. And she was gushing about them being on the water and how this was the best romantic date ever, and how she sees a future with Adam, and he's saying the same thing about her to the guys. So it was pretty much exciting. I mean, I gotta say, I really enjoyed this episode. So now it's Indiyah and Dami's turn. It's their turn to go on their final date, and it had something to do with fiesta. She's excited. And of course, hey, I'll be excited about a date too. You don't know what they're going to do, and you know they're going to do it in grand style. So they prepare to get ready to go on their date as well. And the funny thing about these two is because it's a fiesta type date, neither one of them claim that they don't know how to dance. But look like Davide decided to give Dami some dance lessons. Take a look.
I'm so excited, but I can't dance.
And then, but you need to move with that bit the ass as well, like this.
I thought that was so funny. I guess he was trying to teach them how to move them hips. So they get ready to head out to their date. They're both wearing the same color. I don't know if they planned that, but when they got there, oh my God. Now, I know this is overseas because I'm in the U.S. It looks like something familiar to a drumline type of situation with dancers, but I absolutely loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Now, when it came to their conversation consisted of the journey that they had to go through. And one thing about Dami said, they had their ups and downs and, all of the hurdles that they had to overcome, to continue their relationship. Now, he said he would never, he would do it all again because that's what strengthened them to get to the point that they would be at now. So I guess, because he had the whole thing with Summer and the whole thing with Amber and all of that. Yeah. Now I gotta say, when it comes to Indiyah, she said that, both of them actually said that they noticed each other when they first came in the villa, but neither of the two said anything. And he said that if, in fact, they had to, maybe they should have ended up together a lot earlier and it would have speeded up the process. So I thought that was interesting. But we also can't slip by the part where Dami makes a declaration. Take a look.
Girl, right?
Are you seriously asking me?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes?
Yes, I'll be your girlfriend.
So yes, it's official. They are boyfriend and girlfriend. So now they arrive back at the villa, and of course they have to go into their whole conversation, deliberate with the girls, the guys. Indiyah describes her date as being the best one she's ever had. And they also made the announcement that they made it official that they are both officially girlfriend and boyfriend, and everybody is cheering and excited. Now, I remember when they went in the hideaway, I thought she said that she was already a girlfriend, but maybe they had them come back and actually make it official because obviously we missed something, because I remember talking about that last week. But we got one more date. So last but not least in this episode, we have Ekin-Su and Davide. They get the text message in regards to their particular day. And this girl is, to me, I don't know if you guys agree, but she seems like she is absolutely falling in love with this man. My question is Davide as deeply in love as she is? But anyway, she's just so excited. She wants to have this man's kids, as you probably heard in the previous episode. So they get ready to go on their date, and it has something to do with the, how did they describe it? Tia Moore? something like that, which means I love you. But it was this beautiful Colosseum look that had candles all around. They actually had someone do a serenade for them. Let me tell you, I gotta say, with each one of the couples in this episode and their final dates, I needed tissues because I had tears. I mean, it was so romantic. I would say out of the three, the most romantic date was this one. And I don't know if it had something to do with the fact of the emotional state that Ekin-Su was in, the way she looked at him. I know she's an actress, but if she's acting, she's doing one heck of a job. The way that she looks, she's blushing. And I mean, I just fell in love with this whole scene. I think it was a great way to end this episode because it was absolutely beautiful. I mean, the music, the composition, all of them had great music, romantic settings. But this one, because it was at night, you got all these candles, you got the serenade. I mean, and then the way that they're looking at each other, both Ekkan-Su and Davide, it was absolutely beautiful. I gotta give it to the producers for the work that they did in all of these scenes. But Ekin, the girl had me going because, I mean, you could tell, like I said, unless she's acting, that she is absolutely in love with this man. I'm wondering, because I know Davide is a little guarded. He also said in this particular episode that, you know, he always wanted somebody who wanted me for me and not just for my physicality or his body. And Ekin-Su was like, I told you I'm going to take you on a wild ride, so buckle up. I mean, man, I don't know. I just wanted to feel a little bit more from Davide, but maybe he's a guy, But her, the emotions were everywhere. I mean, the many faces that she made, and I tried to catch all of them for you guys. But the romance was just, and I mean, even at some point, because there was a song that the guy that was serenading them, of course, Davide knew that song because I'm thinking it's from his culture. He was actually getting emotional about it. So, I loved it. So he brought, they both brought each other. They came back to the villa. One thing he did say that I forgot to mention because I was gushing about everything is that he told her officially that he loves her. And she brought that information back to the girls. And everybody was so excited for her. He also managed to get the words out his mouth when he told the guys about it. That's why I'm wondering where is he at 100%, or is he still guarded a little bit? But he seems a lot more into Ekin-Su at this point than he was just say a few weeks ago, because they had their ups and downs. It's been a roller coaster. But like I say, I really love this episode. Hence my channel. I love romance. Anything with ambiance, setup, beautiful settings. It was great. So I gotta say the producers did good with this one. And they ended the night. All of the couples were kissing and cuddling and, and whatever else that they were doing under the covers. So it's a great way to kind of, we got past the baby challenge yesterday, but I think it was a great episode to lead off into these final 3 episodes for finals week. So let me know your thoughts. Which of the couples in this finals date did you enjoy? Did you enjoy all 3? I want to know your thoughts. Let's get the conversation started down in the comment section. And don't forget to like and share. And also make sure you're subscribed. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.